Midshipman Douglas Bautista from MT2 Bravo Company, and today we will tackle about parallel sailing. So what is a parallel sailing? So parallel sailing basically define sailing along a parallel of latitude. So through parallel sailing, navigators indicates traveling from one location towards another along uh, a latitudinal parallel. This implies that one would be traveling whether directly westward or eastward. So eastward is 90 degrees and the westward is 270 degrees to course. So the distance along a latitude parallel between two specific meridians decreases as the meridians converge towards the poles. As latitude increases, the distance decreases. As a result, the distance along a specific latitude is referred to as a departure, and it is measured in nautical miles. The following formula is used to calculate the distance or departure between two positions. So one of the formula of the parallel sailing is the distance equals to departure. Later, I will give a bonus example about this one. So
Good day, I'm Cadet Jericho Isidro, and now I will going to explain what is parallel sailing and give the explanation for the example number 1. So the parallel sailing is consists of the interconversion of departure and difference of longitude. So it is the simplest form of spherical sailing. And the formulas for these transformations are d low equals p secant L, p equals d low cosine L. So for example number 1, the DR latitude of a ship on course 090 degrees is 49 degrees 30 minutes north. The ship steams on this course until the longitude changes 3 degrees and 30 minutes. So it is required to give the departure and the computation and also the traverse table. So this is the solution. D low equals 3 degrees 30 minutes. So we will convert it and it will be 210 arc minutes. Then P equals D low multiplied by cosine L. Then P equals 210 arc minutes multiplied by cosine 49.5 degrees. And the last part is P equals 136.4 miles. So that is how we compute parallel sailing and example number 1. Thank you.
Hello guys, I am Cadet Macapilar. I'm discussing now the parallel sailing and getting and putting it, then getting the final answer for traverse table. The DR latitude of a ship on a course 270 degrees is 38 degrees 15 minutes south. The ship steams on the course for a distance of 215.5 miles. The required that we need to get the change in longitude by computation and traverse table. Then this is the solution. Then 215.5, it is the distance that we get on the given. Then 38.25 degrees, it is we get on the given. Then distribute it here. Then d long is equal to 115.5 arc min times sec 38.25 degrees. Then if you go further and solve it for your own calculation, the second quantity 38.25, it is 1.25. Then 1.25, let's go to times it for the 215.5 arc mins. Then the final answer for the minutes of arc is 274.4 minutes of arc. Then it is west. Then for if we convert it as a table is computed for integral degrees, of course angle or latitude, the tabulation in the pages for 38 degrees and 39 degrees must be interpolated for the minutes of latitude corresponding to departure 215.5 miles. In the former is d long 273 and in the latter D long 277.3 minutes, interpolating for minutes of latitude, and D long is 274.4 minutes west. For the first step is in using traverse table in parallel sailing, we use the latitude 38 degrees 15 minutes. In this scenario, that we don't have a table for 38 degrees and 15 minutes west, we utilize the previous and next course angle with a table which 38 degrees and 39 degrees. We then change the distance column as D long and D lat column as departure. For both tables, the same thing, it applies in getting the D long using traverse table of 39 degrees. After getting both interpolation for D long in 38 degrees and 39 degrees, we get an answer of 273.5 minutes and 277.3 minutes respectively. We then input this data again, but now we are going to interpolate the D long of 38 degrees 15 minutes. The interpolation of D long for traverse table 38 degrees 15 minutes. With the help of the angles that corresponds to it, as well as the D long, we get with respect to its table. After such interpolation for minutes of latitude, we get a final answer. We get a final answer of 274.4 minutes. We then convert 274.4 to degrees in order to get the suitable unit. Having an answer for the D long as 4 degrees 34.4 minutes.
So this is another example of parallel sailing using a different formula. So in this problem, we will use the cosine latitude equals to departure over difference of longitude. So in this problem, we are given a latitude of 45 degrees south and longitude of 050 degrees west, and it steers a course of 270 degrees through. So in this problem, it is westward. So given the formula, we will just derive it by multiplication, cross multiplication, in order to find the given or the required to find and to solve. So if we derive the formula, we will just substitute the given, and we will come up with the answer of in the parallel sailing.